Hello and welcome to another Modswell video. I'm your host Maxwell. In a landslide result on the community tab poll, I will now be making Fallout 4 videos, and this is the first of those. I've decided to do an extra day for now to gauge interest, but I love Fallout and I have some really fun ideas to share with you all. Currently I'm playing my zombie apocalypse order, and I'm going to be making my opening video all about how you can change the enemies in the game to zombies. This will be part 1 of me testing the order, much like I do with my Skyrim load orders. My order revolves heavily around 2 mods for this. First up is Zombie Walkers. I'm sure most of you have heard of this or even played this mod for yourself. Essentially, what this mod does is change all of the ghouls in the game to zombies, but it also does quite a bit more. Any statically placed corpse or recently dead will rise too. Every zombie comes with a fun few traits which make them more like what you're used to from shows like The Walking Dead. They're now far slower and easier to walk around, but they will hunt in packs and relentlessly follow you, so don't think you'll be able to just ignore them because they won't forget about you. As we all know, it takes a headshot to down a zombie, and that's exactly the same with this mod, which is where a lot of the risk comes in. You can turn them into crawlers by shooting out the legs, but it just won't be enough to finish the zombies off. Sometimes this tactic will allow you to deal with the larger hordes more strategically, but precision is really the way to go. To top all of this off, they've included damage buffs to the walkers, allowing them to down you pretty fast, even if you're in a full set of extremely strong armor. Some of you may have already heard that this is a pretty heavy mod, but everything is malleable. The author included a settings holotape that will already be in your inventory. If not, just go to a chems lab and you'll be able to craft it under utility. The first thing I do advise everyone to do is change how the virus spreads. Allow it to only affect people who have been bitten by a walker. This will drop a lot of the strain on your system and also happens to feel more in line with most zombie lore. I highly recommend checking through these settings in full to change the experience to something that you want. Faster zombies, that's in there. Higher levels, go for it. You want to replace other spawn types like insects or deathclaws with walker hordes? Be my guest. This mod is ridiculously flexible, and that allows you to custom build your own zombie world to your specifications, and for only 472 kilobytes, it is a must for any zombie apocalypse build. The second mod I'm using in this build is the Running Dead. This mod simply adds 750 more zombies to the map. They're roaming in groups and in some fantastic ambush spots that are bound to make you jump. Luckily, for the sake of performance, the author hasn't gone too far and has ignored areas with known frame issues. Build areas have also been ignored, so you won't be in danger of mid-settlement build attacks. This mod does a little bit more than just add zombies too, making them that little bit tougher and adding in a new type, Infectious Zombie, who will ravage you with rads if you aren't careful. The synergy of this mod with zombie walkers is fantastic, and it adds so much depth to the story of the zombie apocalypse, effectively changing the narrative of Fallout 4, adding in an entirely new dimension and improving upon a pretty bland enemy type. However, for those of you who aren't a big fan of zombie walkers or who already have a heavy order, the Running Dead comes with 2 separate forms, the standard version, which I'm using, and the headshot only version. There are also multiple add-ons that will change the spawn types into zombies instead, increasing the size of the hordes overall. I still side with zombie walkers as the perfect pair for the sheer versatility of the mod, but this is another option to consider. The Running Dead really improves upon the overall tension in my load order, with the randomness of ambushes and the potential to be overrun really making my game feel more fun and dangerous. I've actually come unstuck once or twice as well due to how these zombies take their AI from zombie walkers, meaning that whilst fighting in one area, I'm likely calling in their reinforcements because of the increased perception and tracking radius when it comes to sound. This combo makes it necessary to choose when to fight and when to hide, which is fantastic in an order like this. Running Dead comes in at 468 kilobytes, meaning that you're using under 1 megabyte for this entire combo. For anyone who watches my Skyrim videos, you'll know that I like adding in some suggestions at the end, and I'm going to do that here too. First of all, True Storms feels like a must. Not only does it add heaps to the atmosphere and some impressive weathers, it also includes hordes coming out of the storms, surprising you as a function of the weather itself. I also recommend Damn Apocalypse Loot and Economy mod. This will make ammo, medicine, and pretty much all of the good things more rare. But even better, it puts them in more relevant places, such as medicine in a hospital. This makes it feel like you're going on raids for supplies and really helps improve the game's loot system. Another mod worth looking at is Immersive gameplay. This will serve to slow your character down, especially whilst aiming down sights. It also improves on the recoil mechanic, meaning your gun won't settle back perfectly into place, which means it's harder to spam those headshots. Arbitration is another great option due to how it handles full damage, meaning that escaping from higher spots becomes far more dangerous and can leave you with leg injuries, essentially throwing yourself to the hordes. But on that, I am going to end. I really love Fallout and I've been modding this game for a while. Please feel free to reach out for any help. Check the description for a link to my Discord server where there's a section dedicated to Fallout modding. I've also left the links to all the mods mentioned down there too. If this has helped, I would as always appreciate those likes, comments and subscriptions. They let me know that you want more content like this. But either way, thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next one.